Greater Sea by Kahlil Gibran. My soul and I went to the great sea to bathe, and when we reached the shore, we went about looking for a hidden and lonely place. Then as we walked, we saw a man sitting on a gray rock, taking pitchers of salt from a bag, throwing them into the sea. "This is the pessimist," said my soul. "Let us leave this place. We cannot bathe here." We walked on until we reached an inlet. There, we standing on a white rock, a man holding a bejeweled box, from which he took sugar and threw it to the sea. "And this is the optimist," said my soul, "and he too must not see our naked bodies." Further on we walked, and on a beach we saw a man picking up dead fish and tenderly putting them back into the water. "And we cannot bathe for him," said my soul. "He is the humane philanthropist, I should say. Maybe he's a philanderer." And we passed on, and we came where we saw a man tracing his shadow on the sand. Great waves came and erased it, but he went on, and tracing them again and again. "He's the mystic," said my soul. "Let him leave." And we walked on to a quiet cover, and we saw a man scooping up the foam and putting it into an alabaster bowl. "He is the idealist," said my soul. "Surely he mustn't see our nakedness." And we walked on. Suddenly we heard a voice crying, "This is the sea, this is the deep sea, this is the vast and mighty sea." When we reached the voice, it was a man whose back was turned to the sea, and at his ear he held a shell, listening to its murmur. And my soul said, "Let us pass on. He's the realist who turns his back on the whole and cannot grasp basis himself within a fragment." So we passed on, and in a weedy place among the rocks was a man, his head buried in the sand. And I said to my soul, "We can bathe here, for he cannot see us." "Nay," said the sea. "Nay," said my soul, "for he is the most deadly of them all. He is the Puritan." Then a great sadness came over my face of my soul, and in another voice, "Let's go here," she said, "for there is no lonely hidden place where one can bathe. I would not have the whirlwind lift my golden hair or bare my white bosom. In this air, let the light disclose my sacred nakedness." Then we left that sea to seek a greater sea. Sorry I got a few words wrong in there. It's really hard to read the poem and view it, but I hope I did Mr. Gibran good. This will be my last poem I'm going to be reading here, but great poem. I think many of those things that Mr. Gibran spoke of we can find here at the sea, looking out at its vastness.